Somebody call the doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are taking a look at the brand new Roadhouse. This is with Jake Gyllenhaal, Conor McGregor, and a few others. And I cannot wait. I'm a huge Jake Gyllenhaal fan. I was very skeptical of this movie when I first heard it was being remade because the original is so legendary. But once I saw Jake Gyllenhaal was attached to it, I was all right with it.
You know, I am definitely ready, willing, and able to see how this turns out because, I mean, the original is so iconic, right? I just hope there's at least one throat getting ripped out.
I am a huge Patrick Swayze fan. Years ago, when they originally announced the idea for this, super skeptical. I said, if you're going to do it, have Charlie Hunnam, have Scott Eastwood, have Jason Momoa, have Chris Hemsworth. Just please get somebody to do Swayze justice. And you know what? Regardless of how this movie pans out or what I think coming into it, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I've seen pictures of the dude. He got shredded AF. I'm going to go in with an open mind. That's what I'm saying.
And an open heart.
An open heart.
We could probably sit here for the whole 2 hours or whatever this movie is and quote every single word from Roadhouse. But we won't do that to you.
Pain don't hurt.
We won't do that to you because we want to watch this
Whatever,
version
Dad.
of Roadhouse. So all I have to say is right boot. Let's go!
Is this the battle of the tough guys? Post
Malone! What is he doing in here?
Nice. He probably hit him up. Can I be in a movie? Hell
Sure.
yeah, you can.
I'm looking for Carter Ford. Do you mind pointing him out to me?
Carter Ford.
I hope he's not the bald one.
Oh, the ink. He's taking all covers.
You'd have
That
to be
was
pointed
nice.
out.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
You know, I will say when they redid Red Dawn, having Hemsworth in there, I mean,
It was still garbage.
right, but I mean, at least they did Swayze justice.
Yeah.
All right, we got a superhero here. Close it up. Come on.
There he is.
The name is Dalton. Oh, just shredded. They don't like him because he's a pretty boy.
Not at that kind of establishment. They don't want one of those pretty boys in there.
Just wait till Zeus comes in.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, he knows him.
I'm trying to establish
I
his
like
dominant
that.
character.
I like that. That right there is brilliant. That they had him do that. You know, as a bodybuilder, you get people who are like, "Oh, do you think you could take on so and so?" I'm like, "No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't fight those guys. No, you know, you think you could take an MMA fighter? No."
Hey, Dalton. Where you going?
Going to spend some money.
You just lost me $500, asshole.
Oh!
Oblique shot.
Thought this all the way through.
He thought this all the way through.
Hey, where you going? Y'all gonna take your knife?
Ooh.
You need an ambulance or something?
Nope.
So listen, I own a Roadhouse out in the Florida Keys.
Roadhouse, huh?
Hemingway used to drink there.
Oh, he's using the super glue. All right.
Good for you.
It's always been a rowdy place. People come to blow off steam, but lately it's been attracting the wrong clientele. Coming every night, they trash the place. The cops are no fucking help. A friend of mine suggested I come talk to some guy named Carter Ford.
Yeah, well, Carter seems good with his hands.
No, you be better. I can pay you good money, $5K a week, just for a month.
Oh.
And judging by your car, you need that shit.
Try Carter.
Look, at least let me text you my number.
I don't have a phone. So.
Well, hold on. I'll write it down on a pen and paper, just like our ancestors do.
Ancestors. Ancestors. Are we gonna get a transition to the bells in the ring?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Is he gonna
Or not?
park on the tracks?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh,
did not expect
Interesting.
this.
As soon as the things came down, I was wondering if that's what he was gonna do.
No, I thought it was gonna be the ding ding and
Yeah,
the kind of the
flashback.
transition. Yeah.
The dude's sleeping in his car and doesn't have any money, and even granted, he turned down 20 grand.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Uh-oh.
well, there goes his car.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow.
Well, you're right about there goes his car. I just didn't think he was gonna be in it.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
Oh my god. I think I might have stopped at that place when we drove this.
Did you get in any fisticuffs?
No, I didn't get any fights, sadly. I also didn't look like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Few people do.
You know, that's. I mean,
The double deuce.
Did you see Fred on the way in?
What's that?
Fred, the tree on the bridge.
I like the little Easter egg.
Yep.
the Double Deuce restaurant. Yeah.
He grows right in the middle of the road. Did you see him?
I can't say that I did.
You know, that whole bridge is closed. You can't get to it, but big old tree just kind of pops out of nowhere. Well, that's Fred the tree. And, got a book on him. If you're interested. It's full of local color and all. It's great for tourists.
Trying to make some money.
I'm Charlie, by the way.
Double Deuce restaurant. I love it. Now I gotta go looking for Easter eggs everywhere.
Well, you know there's gonna be a few.
What brings you to Glass Key?
I'm here to look at a bar.
Bartending?
No.
What other job is there at a bar?
Leave this poor man alone. Yeah, I'm sorry. She gets excited about selling books and trees and Fred. No, hi, I'm Steven. Don. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's here to work at the Roadhouse.
She told me it was a roadhouse, but she never told me the name.
It's just the Roadhouse.
Oh, so no name. Well, no.
He's not gonna.
Kinda. It's the roadhouse.
He gave him the look, though.
They're gonna
It's
tease
just up
us
the highway
with
past mile marker 77.
that. Oh, I thought he was gonna say it.
Welcome to Glass Key. Hey, Steven.
Oh, they teased us hard.
he
with
gave him the look.
That look.
Well, it's probably us more than it was them.
No, that
So-
they
They had
knew.
him eye him up like, oh, you're gonna be the
Well,
bouncer?
it's like they're trying to set the tone. Like you're going to go to that shitty place.
Yeah, that
that's
too.
what it was more of. It was like I said, it was more us. Like, oh, is he going to say it?
It's just us being nerds.
Exactly.
No, anybody who that's a key line in the original.
So he stole that shirt from The Rock.
This is the last one, I swear. That's it.
It's a nice little place.
Oh, somebody wanting free drinks.
How rowdy could this place get?
Plenty. Oh,
Get a black coffee?
Oh, yeah, we don't have that. Sorry.
Leaded.
It's waiting for it.
What are you drinking?
It's Cuban coffee.
Okay.
Very different.
I get one of those.
Sure. Hey.
God damn it, they missed it. Leaded or unleaded?
Leaded.
Leaded.
Hey. Know who you are. Elwood Dalton. Big fan, man.
Elwood Dalton. By the way, I did like the shot of her up in the balcony.
Yeah. Just like in the
Just
original.
like in,
they're doing
the
some
original?
fan. We're early in, and they're doing fan service.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Good. Yeah.
There's the post for him to lean up against.
This lady.
Nice place you got here. Peaceful.
And that was the setup. Fast forward 12 hours later.
Don't.
I got chicken wire. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, he's giving the look.
Oh boy.
Oh, here comes
Looks like a
trouble.
Cobra Kai coming in over the hill. And there's 5 of them. It is the Cobra guy.
Oh, double doors.
Wow, it's like a Morgan here.
That's easy from Mayans.
It is.
Dom Toretto's dad.
Yeah.
I got one answer.
Look at you.
Can I talk to you guys outside for a second? I got some work to do. Those are your bikes out there, right? Yeah, mine's the red one on the right.
What did he tell him?
Oh, wait, what? Hey, asshole! Stop right there. I just wanted to get you outside so I could ask you and your friends respectfully to leave the premises.
Oh, we'll leave after I can kill you.
Sure.
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 Before we start, do you have insurance?
Oh, haha. Yeah, I'm not the one that's gonna need it.
Okay, sure. Hey, Frankie,
Yeah,
is there a hospital nearby?
literally, who gives a shit?
Shut the. Like too far? Is it close? I thought like
This is
25 minutes.
great
I'd say.
bouncer. This is great bouncer action, guys.
Oh, I just slapped you. Are you all right? What?
Just open hand slapping everybody. Oh, yes!
Come up. Come on, Derek.
Because he probably, that's why he's asking about the hospital. Oh,
there he punched the
see,
guy.
he's done.
Hey, they're
That's
doing
why.
some unique stuff with the punches
Call
in
it
this
a
movie
draw.
Oh.
He just tosses him.
Oh. Oh.
Okay,
already.
he,
Like the
not
punches in
crazy.
here are unique.
Yeah.
he'd be donezo right there.
He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
doing light. He's doing light work.
Yeah, the fighting style is.
Hey, Frankie,
Yeah,
you got a car I could borrow?
I do. Yeah, but not for them.
Oh, come on, these guys need medical attention.
Oh yeah, I don't give a shit.
Oh.
Listen to Kokomo and the Beach Boys.
Bump. I think he's probably got a concussion, and then he's got knee damage, possibly a dislocation.
They got a cardboard tray for cords. This was to keep it set.
Oh, is this our nurse?
She was from the old James Gunn SS.
Before you go, I really wanted to say thank you for all the new patients.
You're welcome.
I just love when my ER is packed full of irresponsible idiots. That way, the normal people with real emergencies have nowhere to go. That's not something you'd care about, being a rage-filled dickhead who likes to hurt people for fun.
I mean, technically, I hurt people for money.
How's that better?
I mean, I guess it's not. I'm just clarifying.
You know I'm supposed to call the cops on guys like you, right?
But you definitely should. Only I don't think they really care about rage-filled dickheads around these parts.
Call back
You're bleeding.
to earlier. Oh, she did catch it. She did catch it.
Let me see it.
We're gonna get the scene.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
They're gonna give it to us.
So you like to fight. You ever win?
No one ever wins a fight.
Then why do you do it?
They did it.
It's not infected, but I'll need to search for this.
Oh, no. Thank you.
Why not?
It's my fault. I want to pay for it.
She gonna get a lollipop too?
Can I?
That'll be good for your stab wound.
Cephalexin.
Oh, no, I don't need anything for the pain.
It's an antibiotic. Do the full cycle.
I don't need anything for the pain. Why? Say it. Say why.
You doing little bits of everything. What? The Krav Maga, judo, jujitsu, you know, like the what's that?
Here it is. 1 week's salary in cash as requested.
Got a beautiful spot here, Frank.
You bet your ass it's beautiful. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Imagine having a drink right there. With
He's just got a tackle box.
Can I ask you a question? Sure. Why is it called the Roadhouse?
What do you mean?
Is it Roadhouse one word?
Yeah, that's a joke. It's a roadhouse. But it's called the Road House. Get it?
Still unresolved. I saw that there was a houseboat for sale at the marina, so I thought maybe I'd go check that out.
It barely floats.
You know it.
Yeah, I know it. It's mine. You are more than welcome to stay there, but I highly advise you sleep with a snorkel.
Okay.
Also, watch out for the crocodile. Oh, and heads up. My uncle named the boat too.
What's the name of the boat?
Glass Key, Florida. The boat. Oh boy, gives me one crazy summer vibes. It's the boat.
No, we'll get it. Sounds
Here
like a
it comes.
flashback.
Here we
There we go.
Coming out to a version of Metallica.
God, they must have shot this at one of the.
Yeah,
one
It
of
was.
They did.
Yeah, it was 100% real. I remember it making its rounds on Twitter.
Oh, this had to be so cool to be in the crowd for this.
Dalton.
My
There's no
late-
doorbell. Probably because it's a boat.
I should put something on.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I was wondering if she was going to be that character.
Yeah.
I figured you wouldn't have a chance to get breakfast, so
Yes. Coffee and a donut.
we got tostadas, breakfast burrito, and bananas.
Oh man, I like that breakfast.
Dude, if CM
John.
Punk were to have a movie made about him, it's totally Jake that plays him.
Oh
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe
Seriously.
there's a computer around these parts I could use.
I mean,
Just give him a beard and have
Yeah.
his hair slicked back. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie, I was kind of worried you came here to return Fred the tree.
Why would I do that? How else am I supposed to learn about the Key's famous six-toed cats?
Oh, and I have some good news.
So this is gonna be his country store, isn't it?
Yep.
I found your life story.
I don't know if that's good news.
Death at the Double X by Martin Holly. You're intrepid, right?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
It's 4 zeros.
The old finger back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at it. She's got a bat.
She's going to need more than that.
Hey!
These guys.
Oh, they're back.
Again?
Now! Come on! Go!
Oh, he's going to be
He's gonna walk out. They're all gonna leave.
Yes.
Mr. B, sorry we're late.
Mr. B.
Not at all. Glad you're here. Because if you're here, that means you're not somewhere else. Shit up. You, let's finish this. I got half a shade.
On a boat? With a straight razor?
Captain assured me it's going to be smooth sailing, right? Smooth sailing? Come on.
Like you do a razor shave on them.
Actually, sir, it was Dale. He wasn't sure how to handle it.
Let me talk to this genius Dell then.
You can't.
Then why is that?
He's still in the hospital. He's got a concussion.
Son of a bitch!
Oh!
Jesus. Oh.
He's gonna throw him overboard. Watch this.
You, tell me about this bouncer.
Oh, well, I mean, he's acts all nice as shit. Like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then, man, he holds off. He beats the living shit out of you, so really interesting guy overall.
That was a brilliant analysis. Sam, throw these dum-dums overboard.
Wait, was he in Maverick, or am I thinking of a different guy?
Isn't that
I think I got the wrong guy.
Well, he was in the menu, too.
Maybe it's time we get your old man involved.
Captain, let me talk to you for a second.
Yeah, I saw that coming. He was gonna take it out on him. Said it was supposed to be clear sailing.
Hey, that's from Justified.
John handling? Man. When he takes it out,
I think-
he just
I
take a
could be
big
wrong,
step back
Andrew.
and pop me in the face. You can do it.
You can do it.
What now, bitch?
Hey,
Nice.
got him. He's like looking at his hand.
I'm liking these cameos we're getting in here.
I'm getting pretty good at this. You're a natural. Don't forget to lift with your knees. Full table, guy in green.
Right back at it.
Jeez.
Oh,
Add a
hey,
diner,
Got
you
back
say.
to this.
Hey, doctor.
You're here.
I am. Best conch chowder of the Keys, so I've read.
Conch.
Sorry, what?
It's conch, not conch.
Nice haircut, Ali. Really suits you.
Oh, you, Frank. I should have let that burst appendix kill you.
Great
I'm already
relationship with your
hairdresser.
Oh.
I cut my own hair now.
People seem a little aggressive around here.
Look, I should warn you. People have a certain way of getting things done around here. If you cause trouble to the wrong people, you could get hurt or worse.
None of this is covered in my Fred the Tree book.
You read the whole thing?
You know that conchs produce pearls and that they have ornate spiral.
Shells. Yes, everyone knows that.
One in every 15,000 produces a pink pearl.
What actually happens is the conch gets a bit of grit inside its shell, which causes extreme irritation.
Extreme irritation and leads to something beautiful. How is that not romantic?
Sounds like us right now.
Enjoy your conch chowder.
Oh, she's falling for him.
I like your hair. Did a nice job. Frank.
That was definitely not filmed when we were down there because it was 190% humidity.
Finally getting an office shot.
That's my uncle. Just kidding. That's my uncle.
The look he gives her.
Funny one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get the dude. I don't know. But now that I'm older, I think I'm starting to appreciate him more. Build this place in the 60s in the South, that dude didn't f around. I want to be worthy of that.
Hey,
Oh boy.
you want a ride?
No, you have a good night, Laura. I'm gonna walk.
Oh, I don't like this.
Pushing out with his money on him.
He's got his money on him, and he's on a road with potential bikers.
Well, it's going to be them dudes in the car.
And then slow drive.
Guys that were scoping him out earlier. Oh, what a shot that was. Oh.
The unique way they got these shots is interesting.
Yeah.
Sucks. You're trying to shit. Move.
Oh, jeez.
Watch
Where'd
out
the
for that
truck
truck.
Oh, I wonder if he lost all his cash.
I was hoping tonight would look more like an accident, but I'm gonna just shoot you.
Can I ask a question? Why all the fuss? I mean, I'm just some guy.
Oh, hell, it ain't you. It's the Roadhouse.
Nice.
You guys' ears.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the alligator will get him.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a chance. They brought it up a couple times.
Yep.
You gonna kill me now?
Why would I kill you?
Oh, they left room in that frame.
Well, that was stupid. I'm just gonna work.
Nope, here it comes.
Oh, there it is.
You ain't got nothing.
Oh, it's starting to bleed.
Oh, it's going to do the gator roll.
there it was.
He's done.
Well,
It's a little bigger than a Pomeranian.
Hey, get in the car. Boss wants to have a word with you.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, stop. You don't understand how this works, do you?
Yeah, I do. But you have a gun tucked in your waistband, so it's really not that intimidating, is it? I mean, all I have to do is break your index and your middle finger, and you wouldn't be able to hold that gun.
There's one.
There you go.
oh,
See what I mean? It's really painful. You don't have a gun, too, do you?
I think I left it in the car.
Tell your boss if he wants to talk to me, I work at the Roadhouse, and I'm there every night. Okay. And your friend is going to need a doctor now. But the good news is there's a hospital. It's only 25 minutes.
25 minutes away.
What happened to your fingers? You broke them, the bouncer.
Great work. At least you didn't get eaten by a crocodile.
Oh, did you see the model
there's
of the
the
building?
plan.
Yep, there's the plan right there.
Yep.
Put that fucking down. It's expensive.
He wants the land.
It's like One Crazy Summer, the boat.
Bad guys don't have Apple phones.
By the way, that's not an app.
Oh, it's just the ringtone.
To accept charges, say yes.
This will be interesting.
You could have just hung up.
Accept the charges.
There's
There's our guy. Mr. Notorious.
My love.
He's doing the walk. He's doing the Conor walk.
How does he know about his phone ringing? Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's Gerald Brand. Where are you? Clothes shopper. What the f do you care? So, what do you need? Yeah. I leave right away.
Oh,
Here's
boy.
our big baddie.
Nice boat.
I'm pretty sure that's the doctor.
Ex-boyfriends.
No, I meant Connor's gonna
Oh,
be the big baddie.
yeah.
He's a cop. Feeling brave?
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
It's not a ride in a Jeep, but
Well, I prefer a lake where there's no sharks or.
Well, if you're on the boat.
Middle of the ocean.
Man, that's where all the people are.
You need any,
Bill Burr.
Wait.
Come on, grab the cooler.
All right.
Look at that setup.
boat's kind of getting away from him.
Some guy named Brant.
Who told you that? He comes from one of those old Florida families. They built most of Glass Key. So, where are you from?
Boom. Figured it out.
Montana.
Is it a nice place?
Look, I think maybe we should head back.
I was just asking simple questions.
I didn't realize this was a date.
What's wrong with you?
You're a nice person. You don't want to know me.
You think we don't have the internet out here? I know what happened. And you know, this is a date.
Oh!
Look at that.
It's because you told her she has nice hair. That's why.
Has he never been kissed before?
I like how the crusts are cut off.
I got a message for you from your father.
Message. Hey, Father, and what is this message?
Bum.
So if we're gonna kill this guy.
If he's already dead. Once Knox is on the job, it's over, baby.
You're right. I'm sure. I'm sure you're amazing. I'm gonna try to do this the easy way one more time. After that, you could set it all on fire.
Man.
Wonderful.
Go, let's go.
Yeah.
No.
What's
boy.
this?
Oh, the local dirty cops.
Yep.
Elwood,
Fast Five.
I'd like you to leave here, my friend.
You don't want to be my friend.
There are a few ways this can go. I can arrest you.
For what?
We'll lose the paperwork. We'll find you someday. Likely the very same day you get shanked in the yard. It'll make a good song.
Elwood doesn't really rhyme with much, but I mean, if it's a catchy tune.
Get out of the fucking car!
All right.
Get out!
Lazy kicks.
Long time before Fast and
You have a
Furious.
deathly son.
Oh.
Whoa!
Saving
That's
the
her dad,
It's
isn't it?
gotta be, yep, it's gotta be her dad.
You think you're doing?
I love him.
Whoa!
That's her dad.
Yeah, I don't think he would just let.
Elwood Dalton.
I don't think, anyone would
He's
just.
my father.
Ah!
The man you talked about, Ben Brandt, his father is Gerald Brandt. My dad used to work for him. He's in prison now. And I guess now my father works for his son. You have to leave Glass Key.
I don't think that's an option.
Oh, I think we need a. Well, I'll.
How much damage are we supposed to do here?
Oh, no.
Oh, the
Enough to make sure
bookstore.
he gets the message.
Oh, great.
Well, they got a ZR too, huh?
Hey, they're going to start the double deuce on fire, too.
I'm Ben Brand.
Here we go.
Question. They keep taking this off YouTube. I tracked it down. You know, figuring out what is internet. Here you are fighting this guy. He's your friend, right? That's what I heard. He was your friend. And then this happens right here.
Oh.
Yeah, he's done. Everybody can see. Thank you.
He was out with that knee.
So I guess my question is, why? You've won the fight. You can back off now. But you don't. You just keep punching and punching and punching. Why don't you just stop? You have a good night.
There's some interesting dialogue.
It was interesting how Jake kind of cracked a little smile, like, I know what you're trying to do, sort of thing. And I think that kind of freaked him out here.
She needs to tell him what's up.
You can burn the place down.
You look like a shitty pimp on Easter. Then again, you always have bad.
All right, lads, let's go. It's been a while since I've been clubbing.
Oh, boy. This was the opportunity for a hoochie coochie man. Just saying.
Well,
Is Dalton going to send these two guys in and they're just going to get worked?
Hello, bud. Hey. You want to just take it over?
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just kind of like the random everybody
Yeah, the
just
classic 80s bar fight.
Oh, that guy just give him the alley-oop.
A very classic 80s bar fight. This was obviously...
All right, son. Oh, yeah, man, get this here. I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
Oh.
There he is. The world's most notorious fighter, Dalton.
Come on, there's only one notorious fighter.
What kind of waddle was that?
In those pants, that's all he can do.
Ah, there
There
it
you
is.
go.
Oh, come on. Crazy eyes.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you. Me too.
All right, well, just come on out here.
Are you a cop or what? We need help.
I sent 2 cars already, El. It's the best I could do.
Wait, is he walking away?
Yeah, he's walking away.
Dalton. Dalton. Hey, are you okay? Ellie, Billy's really hurt. Ellie.
Oh, no. He took that golf club.
Cowboy boots were wild on that,
They were.
dude.
I think you need a pair like that. Folks, let us know in the comments.
A couple of shit kickers.
Ugh, you got work good.
I'm really surprised they had Dalton walk away from that.
Maybe he didn't like the place he was going to.
I think, yeah. So I think, answer. I think you hit it on the head. I think he knew that the steps he took next were going to be.
Yeah, he was going to end him.
Yeah.
Hey, Brant's out of money, and he's borrowing from shady guys.
Oh.
And when he doesn't pay them back, they're gonna end him.
That guy.
Are you really that afraid?
Yes, I am afraid. More than you could ever understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he's gonna see.
He's gonna see the
He's
burning.
gonna see the store.
Yep, and that's gonna do it.
That's gonna set him off.
They were able to. Well,
The
it didn't
double
go up
deuce
this bad.
restaurant. Every time I'm like, oh.
I mean, okay, well, the inside went up, but.
Yeah.
Where's the little girl? The little girl and her father. Ambulance took him to the hospital. Now get out of there.
Somebody's about to lose their Adam's apple.
There goes the
There
bus
goes the
out of
bus.
town.
This cowboy's staying in town for a little bit longer.
Uh-oh, this
Oh,
is
he's
the
going to go
house.
straight there, isn't he?
I didn't hear a car.
Yeah, well, I walked from the bookstore.
So you got our little message.
I sure did.
I sure did.
The funny thing is, I was already leaving.
We finally scared you off, huh?
Not exactly.
Just as long as you're scared.
Oh, got him! Throw punch!
Yep.
He did get him in the Adam's apple.
You won't be able to breathe anymore.
So he didn't tear it out, but he got him. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Little homage to the original. Got him in the throat.
Where's Brent?
I overheard some of Brent's guys talking, and I guess there's a meeting at Harvest Key. It's at 5 a.m., which I think it's early for a meeting. Am I right? I'll see you. Thank you for no more violence.
How are you going to ride like that?
Yeah, so here's.
Yeah.
We're going to see what
Right
happens.
there.
We're going to see what happens when he gets pushed too far and
Yep.
loses it.
Oh, see, he's already
yeah.
down.
He's raging.
Oh, he ended up dying, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, they came back and hit him
Oh,
again.
and for more.
Oh, even after the ref pulled him off,
Yeah.
he went back for more. Yeah, I've never seen that in a UFC fight.
Can't imagine you would.
No. Uh-oh.
Boat dreams.
Oh, I thought somebody was on the boat. So you gonna feed him to
For the alligator.
feed him to our friend the alligator?
Yeah.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Thank you, answer. Was that? Who was
I
that?
want to count it.
Oh!
Just sent the boat out.
It takes a lot to get me angry, but when I am, I just can't let go. I wish I could. Your boss and Brant really pissed me off.
They'll know those bullets didn't kill him.
Just confuse them.
I'll tell him it was you.
Oh, okay. Couple minutes to get to the long-term party, Brant. I don't know. Anyway, you and I have only been talking for about a minute and
I
a
didn't
half.
understand.
Oh, what's that over there?
Oh, okay.
Twas my deputy in charge of the goddamn money. If my daughter means anything to you, you'll help me get her back.
Does he really? Is she really taken?
You must be the ex-boyfriend. I'm just looking for the key. Allie told me to come get the boat. Oh, here they are.
That's this guy.
It's fine. I'll be back in a couple hours, all right? Nothing is fine about this.
I forget his name.
Okay, you got two.
Was that Connor? Jesus. Driving education car. What the fuck?
I'm gonna let's see what this is about.
Is he auditioning for Popeye?
I think so.
Looks like.
Here's everyone.
I think they just told him to be himself.
I just love how over the top and
Don't
ridiculous
try to
he
act.
is.
Just be yourself.
Yeah, just be yourself.
You
We'll
know?
give you these couple lines. Just,
Yeah, just do your thing. I did see some comments online about him overacting, but it's like
It fits.
What did you think you were going to get with Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
You know,
It used to be my old man's. I got it when he went away, along with all his obligations, all his debts.
oh,
I don't see Ellie anywhere. And this guy looks pretty comfortable for a guy who just had his daughter kidnapped.
There's no kidnapping, dumbass.
Oh, double cross.
I'm gonna have to have Sam here hurt you.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is he doing?
Oh, shit.
What the fuck is he doing?
Let's not do that.
See, it's like
There goes the
Dan.
bullet.
Get off the boat! Watch out! You're gonna die!
I'm gonna fight you in the water.
Our own little octagon. What? Who taught you shapes?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
But he's holding on.
Oh, I thought it was around his neck for a second.
Pick him up.
Oh, he wants to run into him with a. But he's all messed up in back.
Oh, shit.
Oh, jumping the reef. Oh, yes. Yes.
Where did he go?
Some bitch went flying.
Well, I know, but I wanted to see where he landed.
Yes.
Is that Connor? The cockroach never goes away.
We're gonna get the final showdown.
I want to see what car he takes now.
Oh no, that poor dude.
What did he land on the? He had to have landed like on the roof.
Oh,
jeez!
Whoa! With the harpoon gun, you only get one shot. You only get one shot of those. Oh!
There goes. Yeah, there goes your back.
Yeah.
Your
Stop.
All gone because of fucking fat.
Oh! Soccer kick right to the face.
Did he just?
I think he just 86 Brandt. Does his character know what brakes are?
The airbag went off.
He can't even get the door open.
Oh, nice. Lucky he tucked the chin.
Dude, he just. Are we really gonna look over the fact that he took out Brandt?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that Brandt isn't gone, that he moved out of the way.
No, it all happened real quick.
Oh! Oh!
It's like they speed ramp the punches.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, the way they shot this is cool. Oh, is he going for the choke?
Kill me now. I thought we had to be friends.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, he's got that locked in.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, he got
dirty.
Do you job?
He was probably also told to do another job.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What does it take to shoot you?
Oh! The old neck twist.
Oh, shit.
Oh, listen to the music.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
There you go.
Oh! Oh, Jesus!
Oh, he's done.
Lighting him up.
Oh! That's it.
It's time for you to go, Dalton. You were never here.
I'll clean this up.
Yeah, no, it's fixable. Definitely.
Yep.
Look at that, the shelf for the liquors.
So maybe you're not the hero. I
Yep.
got news for you.
Look at then
You ain't the villain either.
Fred the tree.
Hey, he was in The Walking Dead, by the way. He was Virgil.
Good? I'm good. Shut up, man. You're telling yourself. It don't matter if he goes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. What the hell is going on
Connor's
here?
okay.
Come on, he made it? He made it!
With his walk.
He's got flip flops on. What is he
He
gonna
was
steal
like,
the
"But I'm not
ambulance?
dying. I'm not dying.
No, you gotta let me live in this one.
Yeah, guys, I don't
When
think
yours
there's
is
any
over
post-credits
there,
here.
Oak, there's yours.
right.
I don't know if we need
Well-
to switch any of these
Oh
up.
man, was this
Yeah.
fun? Okay, you're kind of the biggest Swayze fan, so I would feel remiss if I didn't let you kick it off.
I appreciate that. Look, like I said, before we came into this, I saw people who either loved it or people who hated it online. And look, I'm 44, so a huge fan of Patrick Swayze. You know,
a day over 43.
I have an older brother and sister. So in the 80s, when all these Swayze movies were coming out, early 90s, we were watching them at our house on repeat with my brother and sister. So I fell in love with these at a very young age. I'm a huge Patrick Swayze fan. I have a dog named Swayze, and my old dog, which I had to say goodbye to not long ago. Ironically, his name was Dalton. But when we adopted him, his name was Dalton. I didn't even have to change it to Dalton. So I had a dog named Swayze, a dog named Dalton.
It's like you were looking for that dog, right?
I have a bunch of Roadhouse.
Dalton sold.
Bunch of Roadhouse shirts. I was hesitant. I'm like, should I wear a Roadhouse shirt for this? Because what if it's not good? And then I feel dirty wearing a Roadhouse shirt. There was internal conflict. The only thing that I can think of people who really didn't like this is two things. One, they weren't going to like it no matter what, because it was a remake of an 80s classic. And for those people, normally I would say just relax and enjoy it, but I get the nostalgia factor about Roadhouse, and it's like, just can we make a new movie and not call it the same thing and leave it alone? So I understand. I do understand. You know, part of me wants to say like, hey, you know, don't be the old curmudgeon and just be like, oh, they didn't need to remake it. But I get the nostalgia, especially with somebody like Patrick Swayze who died, I don't want to say young, but younger. The second thing that I can understand
that'd have been a great one.
is that, look, Conor McGregor's acting was way over the top. But that's Conor McGregor, right? Like, that's who he is. And
they should have just called him Conor.
They should have just called him Conor. What's Conor McGregor doing here?
Yep, that was the character.
And I get that. The walk, the way he talked, was it overacting? Look, they didn't bring Conor in because they thought his first ever movie he was going to be this knockout actor. They brought him in to be exactly who he was. He played the role. Was it way over the top? It absolutely was. Was it good acting? Probably not so much. Was it Conor McGregor? Yes. And if you needed a bad guy, you needed a cocky guy. Could they have gone the route of the 80s movie where he was the dark and kind of mysterious? And yeah, they could have, but why not make it a little bit more fun? So
I was going to say, where's the fun in that? I was just as you said that.
So, you know, I understand the people who didn't like the film for those two reasons.
Yep.
Like, look, the older guys, I get it. Conor, I get it. If you can set those things aside a little bit, this was a phenomenal movie. I really do think this was a great movie. And look, as hardcore of a fan as I am, like, if you are going to remake it, you can't be mad that they put Jake Gyllenhaal in it, right? Like, no offense to Quinn, but if they're like, oh, we're going to have Robert Pattinson be Dalton, or like, you know, I'd have been like, you know, maybe not, you know, or somebody. I think there's a small handful of dudes who could have pulled this off. And Jake Gyllenhaal was one of them. So I think, like, and I think it was a good fit. They kept to the plot-ish for the most part. For those of you who have seen the movie One Crazy Summer, I don't know if we'll end up doing it on the channel, so I'm not going to spoil it for these guys.
Yeah, neither am I.
There's a pair of movies, One Crazy Summer and Better Off Dead, a year apart, same actor, essentially the same cast. They're cult classics. I'm going to have to get these guys to do it on the channel. Probably won't do that well, but whatever. So for those of you who have seen One Crazy Summer, you're going to be like, did they mix Roadhouse and One Crazy Summer? And they absolutely did. And the one thing I will say is the way that it was titled The Boat leads me to believe that it was whoever directed this, there was some tie-ins there. But overall, the plot was good. It kept ish. Of course, you had the bar. I love the fan service. So we got a couple of interesting fan services. One, the double deuce. They had to throw that in there. Two, we popped for it right in the beginning when he was at the bookstore and he kind of looked him up and down. They didn't need to say the line.
No.
They didn't need to say the line. You knew what the line was. The look said, I thought you'd be bigger. The look said it all. And I actually think it was kind of brilliant. Would it have been good fan service to say, I thought you'd be bigger? Yeah, we would have popped. Oh, but it was right next to the double deuce. We just got that already. And I really do think it was brilliant that just by the look, everybody had to be like, if you were paying attention, you got that. Of course, in the end, they worked in the Be Nice. So that was cool. They gave us the fan service with the chicken wire at the bar, which, look, nobody has chicken wire at a bar, okay? I mean, I haven't seen it before Roadhouse or since Roadhouse.
What kind of places
until
you've been
now.
in.
So the chicken wire
he doesn't slum
the
around.
chicken wire at the bar was great fan service as well. There wasn't as much fan service as I thought there would be. I was wondering if during the patch up scene, of course they gave us that scene, but I was wondering if we were going to get the pain don't hurt. I was wondering if we were going to get opinions vary, be nice until it's not time to not be nice. What if it calls your mother or mama a whore? Well, is she? There was a lot of classic lines.
Mind your own business, Dad.
Yeah, they were right boot. I know Dave said we were waiting on that one, right boot. So I was waiting on a little bit more fan service from the original, but I think they did enough. I liked the story. I liked the development. I liked again, I'll go back to One Crazy Summer, but the plot made sense. Look, he wanted to have the land to put on a resort. She got it from her uncle. There's dirty cops involved. Look, was it a groundbreaking plot? Absolutely not. But it didn't need to be a remake. I loved that they had the scene inside the arena for UFC. I thought that was really cool. Now that I've seen it, I'd like to see some behind the scenes footage. I've seen pictures of that online, but it's different to see like the crowd get into it, because how cool would that be? I've been to a couple big UFC events, and if they were like, hey, show up early, we're shooting stuff for a movie, I'd be like, yeah, that would pump me up. I thought the fight scenes were pretty good between Conor McGregor and Jake Gyllenhaal. I liked the fight scenes between Dalton and the thugs who didn't know how to fight. I would also be remiss if I say they didn't do fan service by the throat punch. It wasn't the tearing out of the Adam's apple, but he took out the bad guy with the throat, so that was fan service as well. All in all, I thought it was a really fun and enjoyable movie. It did give me Fast and Furious vibes in some regards, that it's just like, you just got to sit back and enjoy it, right? If you try to take the plot too seriously, or this too seriously, or that too seriously, whatever. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it did good fan service to the original. I understand the people, like, there's some movies where if you say you don't like it, I'm going to be like, look, kick rocks, But this, I understand the people who didn't like it. I'm not going to get on them. As a Patrick Swayze fan, as a fan of Roadhouse, I separated the two, and I was able to enjoy the movie.
All right. I guess I'll kick this off next.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I got a couple of notes here. So, look, when they first showed Post Malone, I was like, oh boy, what are we getting into here? But Jake Gyllenhaal's performance in this was goddamned amazing. It was awesome. Every little thing he did, his little smirks, his little smiles, the lines they gave him. He was the coolest guy that I've seen in a movie in the longest time. Like, it's been a minute since we've had somebody that cool. And I like the unique fighting style that they used. Of course, it was MMA based, but the way they worked the cameras, this whole movie really reminded me of Crank 1 and 2. The way the movie was shot, the way they used the cameras, how you kind of bounced along with the ride as you were watching because of the way they shot it. So I don't know if they drew from Crank 1 and 2, but those were two pretty groundbreaking movies that this reminded me of, and it was just fun. I agree with you on the callbacks, Oak, and I like the way they did them, because I thought if they would have been too heavy-handed, I thought we would have had too many comparisons to the original Roadhouse. And I liked that, look, if you didn't call this Roadhouse and Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't called Dalton, I think you might make the connection to Roadhouse, but you might have to think about it. And because it's a little bit more of a modern movie, I'm not sure if you'd necessarily compare the two immediately. I thought this stood on its own as its own movie and did a fantastic job. I liked the unique dialogue, again, that Jake had, and the way his character was. Like, he just couldn't be bothered by anything. Just totally cool, but knew that he had his center and knew where he was going. He had a conscience, I guess would say. The other thing that Patrick Swayze did pretty well in the first movie, and Gyllenhaal did well here, he hid his power level. When he walked into that bar, unless you knew he was Dalton, like, God, this guy doesn't look like much, wearing an oversized kind of baggy shirt. You're not going to know he's all ripped up till it comes off. I like that. It was very unique that way, and that he was an understated hero. I thought that was great. And overall, the only thing I would have liked was to see maybe just one song from the original. I know in the Robert Rodriguez remake of Predators, I believe, during the credits they did Long Tall Sally, which was a huge song from the movie. I would have liked if they would have maybe done something like that. But Doug Liman, you did a fantastic job. I would even question if you can even say if this was a remake, because it stood so well on its own and it was so different from the original. Aside from some fan service Easter eggs, I'm not even sure if you could call it a remake. I think anybody who doesn't like this movie, you don't like fun. I'm going to go ahead and say it. You don't like fun. And again, I love movies like Crank 1 and 2. Obviously, you guys know I love Fast and Furious, so I love this.
Yeah, the reason why the fighting with the cameras was so different like that is because we've almost seen like everything done. I mean, we watch those movies that are done, in the Middle East and other places like that, and we see their way that they show it with their different camera angles or different shots. And so I think that's what they incorporated here, that we've seen every type of fighting. You can see, well, if you change the sort of camera angles or change the scope or how you're having the effects of it, that can alter and change the fight differently and make it even more grand than what it was. What I liked is that they incorporated that he was a UFC fighter, because we all love Bill Burr, and he has a bit where like you can't mess around with some guys because you don't know what they do. They could be MMA fighters and take you out. Because look at Patrick Swayze, wasn't a jacked up Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was in Roadhouse. Nope. And that's why they even said I thought he'd be bigger. Well, that's the same with Jake Gyllenhaal. I wasn't expecting, a Chris Hemsworth to come walking in here and stuff like that. Yep. The only line that I missed that they could have did with a fan service, and I haven't said it, I don't know if it'll make it, but Dave knows exactly where I'm going. I was on my break. You know the rest. That was my favorite line from it. So I wish they could have somehow worked that in. I don't know how, because looking at it too, why they probably didn't do the throat punch or throat rip out, I should say, is because I don't know what this was rated. Was this just rated PG-13? I don't think it was maybe rated R.
Well, with some of the violence,
it was rated R.
It was rated R. So okay,
some of the violence now you have to have a certain rating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it has no F word.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought maybe it wasn't. That's why they didn't show it, because it didn't really show as much gratuity as far as like injuries or stuff like that as I thought they would for being rated R. I mean, you would have thought you would have saw the stuff like that, but other than that, it was still a lot of fun to watch it. It was a reimagining, if you will, of Roadhouse, so I can see the correlation of it. Obviously, it's called The Roadhouse. We saw a bunch of the callbacks and stuff like that, but Conor was a great baddie in this because he was relentless and just beat to his own drum. It was fun seeing Post Malone even in his little tiny bit, and he's like, I know who that is. I'm gonna keep your money. I'll fight everyone else, but I'm not fighting him. I'm out of here. He had a callback to the doctor that fell in love with the bouncer, and what the interesting twist was the on the take sheriff that was her dad. So you had a little bit differences in there, but even though he did this, they could have easily left it open for a sequel because Brant's dad is still in prison, and then Conor survives. So I don't know, maybe he goes a little bit north to like Miami and becomes a bouncer or something like that, or goes somewhere else in Florida, and then maybe he ventures his way over to Missouri. I don't know if Brant has that much reach, but still a fun movie, still a great easy watch to just have fun and toss a couple cold ones back and enjoy some fighting. Now it's on to Dave.
So movies are subjective, right? So, well, was this the greatest thing ever made? Hell no. Was it the worst thing I've ever seen? No. But I will say, did I have fun though? I had fun for the most part.
That's the point.
But this story was so basic. Like it was basic. You guys can disagree with me all day, but we had your basic villains, Brent, whatever. Nothing special about his villain. It was just your rich kid's daddy's gone because he's in jail because of his crime spree, and then
I thought he did a good job though.
No, don't get me wrong. I thought the actors did great. I'm just saying for like the character he's been given.
Okay. I know what you're.
Yeah, to me. They're all pretty basic characters. Even though I thought the actors did well with what they were given, another positive in this was how they were trying to pull off those punches. I thought that was pretty unique. I haven't really seen that the way they were shooting that anyway in really any movie. So I thought that was pretty innovative there. Some of that fight scene in the end with Conor and Jake, I thought that was pretty creative as well. I liked how they did the camera work there. There were some other camera shots in here as well that were pretty great. So kudos to the crew. Again, I'm not trying to shit on them. Because we know how hard it is, even just with our 2-minute bits, trying to get that stuff correct, let alone a movie. So
the lighting is
but again, I'm kind of proud. I'm gonna have to give myself a Barry Horowitz because I did a pretty good job, I thought, for my internal self of keeping it so separated from Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse versus this Roadhouse.
It felt very different.
I'm just proud that I was able to keep that separated because I was a little worried because let's face it, it is hard for everybody when there is a remake or, there's an additional season added on for characters, whatever it may be. There's that separation that you have to try to do with yourself to be like, all right, I try not to compare it, but I'm going to compare it. They better say this, but they didn't say it, and that kind of whole thing builds, right? I did a pretty good job of keeping those separated. I do feel like with this film, I feel like this one probably should have gave a little bit more fan service with lines, and they could have spread it out creatively. I'm not saying it had to be shot for shot, so don't take it that way. Yeah. Just creatively work them in. Like, I'm on my break. You didn't need a sex scene to do that. Yeah. You could have just been like, Jake walks up to the dude and he catches him doing something, but I'm on my break. Stay on it. Something like that. Or to the lady, whatever, one of the lady bartenders. It could have worked. Something like that. It would have been great to kind of see that in there. But the characters, Frankie, I thought she had a little bit something going on.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see that she was still babyface. It was just she was holding back the full story of the whys. Mm-hmm. Why my bar keeps getting trashed. But yeah, to you guys, I know you guys were wondering for a second there because they did that quick shot of that Frankie.
And the woman they showed even had her voice, I thought.
No,
maybe we can go back after
this. But to me, it didn't make no sense to have her there because of what we already knew in the story.
Yeah, well,
so that would have been kind of weird. Like, oh well, I'm just trying to sabotage.
Right, it would have made no sense.
Myself?
Yeah, no sense at all.
But otherwise, I thought the actors did great. I'm actually kind of intrigued with how they kept Dalton and Ellie separated. Like, there was no, we're going to get back together or anything like that. It was just go.
Yeah.
Just go. But
it was a hell of a first date and then nothing else.
Yeah, and I will say Conor's energy for the bad guy in this was pretty much the whole movie. I personally would have felt more connected to Dalton in this one if they just didn't, probably had him, because he had those moments of showing like some charisma, so to speak, of like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that stuff was great.
I kind of wish they would have leaned more into that with him.
Okay.
Because I feel like they're like, well, we got to keep Patrick Swayze's Dalton, but he's now a UFC fighter. And then they kind of did a little mix of some modern, but then we got to throw back a little. Just a little off for me on that one, but
yeah, he was very unique.
Yeah, otherwise, kudos to the actors, kudos to the cast and crew, because again, this stuff's hard to pull off. So,
the one thing that I think we have to keep in mind when we're talking about, and Patrick Swayze is a very unique actor in that some of his movies became very iconic. And I've seen people discuss this online before, where if you take his individual movies and you try to separate the character, the person he became, the icon he became, and you try to take each movie just for what it was. Let's say he made this movie, no other movies, and didn't become mega famous. Would that movie on its own have become as popular as it was, 20, 30, close to 40 years later? And a lot of people argue that maybe they wouldn't have, but Patrick just was, he was such a unique talent, such a special individual. Yes, I have a massive man crush, but I really just did love the guy, right? So, like, it's some of the movies that you go back, and we've talked about this on the channel with movies that we might have liked as a kid, and you go back as an adult, and some of them you go back and watch, and like, wow, that was, like, Stand By Me. I go back now and watch that as an adult, and I'm like, that was so incredible. And some movies we go back and watch as adults, and you're like, was it that good, or is there a nostalgia factor? And by no means am I saying Roadhouse, the original, wasn't that good, but I think we hold it to such a high standard because it's Patrick Swayze, right? Dirty Dancing, because it's Patrick Swayze. Red Dawn, because it's Patrick Swayze. Where if if like I said, if those were the only movies he ever made individually, would they stand on their own? Would people look back at them with the nostalgia that we do today had his career played out in a different path that it did? So when you're judging a movie like this, are you ever going to say it's as good as the original? No, not even close. You're never going to replace Patrick Swayze. We didn't really have, the one thing that I did want to say in this is you had the backup bouncer guy, but he wasn't, he wasn't Sam Elliott's character.
Yeah.
So they did a few things differently. And the last thing I wanted to say is I thought it was neat in the beginning where they did Post Malone was like, I don't want to fight this guy, because it was like so often like you get the, dudes have a little bit too much to drink in bar situations and they want to fight everybody. So I thought it was a cool twist where he's like, no, hell no, I'm not fighting this guy. Because as a bouncer and as somebody who's been in situations like this, there's certain people where it doesn't matter if you're trying to save face or act tough in front of your friends. Sometimes it's like, sorry, no, I'm out. And I thought it was cool that they showed that. And there was a lot of unique things about this film, and then the last thing I'm going to say is they gave us the ending with the pile of cash, so he got to they literally just have him, we're going to ride off past the tree. He left the pile of cash. They gave us a nice little bow tie on the end.
Yep.
All
right, folks. So for me, I'll just kind of reiterate you there, Oak, a little bit before I give my score. Is that a lot of people say that would the original Roadhouse or Red Dawn or any of those movies be as good without Patrick? Okay, if there's another movie like Roadhouse, name it. If there's another movie like Red Dawn, name it. I'll wait, because there isn't. So I thought they did a great job separating this from the original. I think those movies would have been legendary, whether they had Patrick became the star that he was or not. I think those movies would have stood on their own and been very legendary.
The comparison to that I'll make real quick is Top Gun and like Iron Eagle. Like Tom Cruise went on to be a huge star. Yes, Top Gun was very good in the year it came out, but had the people in Iron Eagle gone on to bigger careers than they did, and they had some guys who went on to big careers, but not like Top Gun, would it have panned out different? So
yeah, but so for me, this one was a lot of fun. I think, again, when I'm rating movies like this, look, is this trying to be a Shawshank Redemption? No, it's not. It's trying to be Crank 2, some Fast and Furious. That's the type of movie it's wanting to be. It did its job. I loved it. I can't think of anything that I would have done different, aside from maybe a touch of fan service and a song or two. It's a 5 for me. 5. I will 1,000% watch this one again, and I wish Jake Gyllenhaal would get. I know he gets a ton of love and credit, but I wish the dude would get more because he's so damn good.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I would still watch the original over this, but this was still fun to watch. I give it a 4.25. If you can read that, the green is a little...
I don't know why you're laughing, Dave. What more do you want from a kick-ass movie?
You know what? Look, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. I came into this movie...
I thought it was going to be bad.
Came into
full disclosure, I didn't think it was going to be good.
I came in with low expectations.
And so maybe that,
because like I said, I read reviews that people said they loved it and people said they hated it, and
then you should have figured you'd love it. Because the last time you said that too, you said you ended up loving it.
Remakes, is it going to be good? I don't know if of course it's going to make the cut. I went back and forth on what I was going to give it. Wrote it, erased it, did some soul searching. I'm just gonna go with
his dogs.
I just gotta go. Yes, thank you. I just gotta go with my gut on this one. Is it? I don't know. Is it worth the 5? Probably not.
Yeah. What more do you want?
It's Roadhouse. Patrick, I have to. Here's what I think. I think Patrick Swayze is probably looking down on this movie, thinking, you know what, Gyllenhaal worked. This was all right. Mm-hmm. Thumbs up. And who am I to give it less than a 5? If I believe in my heart, Swayze would have given it a thumbs up.
Yeah, mine's a 2, no bones about it. Oh, that's a generous 2. Shout out again to the cast and actors for doing what they had to do for this.
I'm not even mad about
rewatchability.
it.
I'll just.
I'm not mad about it.
Am I going to rewatch this? Nope. If it's on, cool. But
there's 1,000% chance I'm gonna have a few beers or margaritas or whatever the hell Connor was drinking out of those cups.
Out of
and
those
watch it again.
coconuts.
I enjoyed the cast. I thought they all had a bunch of charisma. Their chemistry was good together. I'd love to actually see them in a better script. So.
it's Roadhouse.
All right. Well, there you go. That was a fun one for, I think, 3/4 of us. But
this is Saltburn.
This is so. Wow.
Whoa. No.
And on that note, we'll end it right there. We'll end it right there.
Score.
So for Diamond Dave Appleton, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer.
This was more fun than Saltburn.
Good night, pals.